the Lou, STL, the Midwest, St. Louis. All these names and many, many more describe our city. Say what you will about it, whether it be good or bad. All must admit that we are definitely distinct. Rich in character, voice, style. We just trying to make it. Whether it be 9 to 5 in it, music, writing, arts. We all got our hustles. Because I believe we all are hustlers. My partner Ruckus of the legendary hip-hop group, The Apostles, took us to the hill. We talking about the North Side people. To the world, we want to say welcome to the belly. Peace.
At the crack of dawn, calling me. At the crack of dawn.
Dog, in 30 seconds, why are you doing this?
Shit, for the love, man. Try to get cats motivated for real, man.
At the crack of dawn, you can find me.
A hot 16 and a beat ain't enough nowadays.
Who wanna rumble with a G-A-N-G-A? Ain't I a real G from that 6-1 trait? See, that's my hood, dirty, and we on all 10s at all times. The North Side's been good to me, but we got love for all sides. South side, 4-5, West side, HC, East side to my dirty downtown H.
What is it gonna take?
All this, filmmaking, videos, unity, all of it.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, what's up, Jacob? What's poppin', man?
Shit, waiting on the fellas.
This is a good spot right here? This is a good spot right here?
That's why I'm sitting my ass right here.
Alright. You got me a beer, nigga?
Nope, don't fuck with you like that.
Nighttime on the block, the hood darker than blue blockers. Then shot off the street, lights for po-pos, trying to watch us. Posted up in the gangway, all black on black attire. Never can be too safe, the hood hotter than blue fire. And I still gotta pop my work, and I still gotta put in work. Still repping the turf for whatever it's worth. Heat handy, Steve Martin niggas playing the jerk. Running out, let them up, niggas should be wearing a skirt. But that's okay, cause it's main big.
Like, did everybody get involved? Was it minimum? Or almost everybody got involved in it?
It really wasn't no gang shit up here, dog. Niggas was basically about getting money. I mean, we was Crips just by being on the north side. That's what niggas was doing. But we weren't claiming shit like no 6-0s and no shit like that. We was 36 hilltop hustlers. You know what I'm saying? About getting money. You know what I'm saying? But niggas came around, niggas started letting niggas come up here like GDs and all that shit. And that's where the static came in, because niggas was fucking with our money. You know what I'm saying? So
This real. This what go on every week.
Right now.
Paper.
Right now.
These are all murders and niggas wanted and niggas that got life and 12, 15 years out of that bullshit.
sell as much as the post.
You heard me? This sell more than a source, nigga, in St. Louis by itself. You heard me? Murders. No dancing, no disrespect to Nelly and all you other guys, but this is the streets in the loop. This is the heart of the streets.
We can't deny that. We can't deny the power we have in doing music, because they look to us because they either want to be our way or they trying to be our way.
But, you know what I'm saying, they getting their money, so I ain't trying to knock them niggas, you know what I mean? But the politics is kind of pushing everybody towards that, and since niggas want to get on so bad, they falling right into that, in that category, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What you got, you know what I'm saying, your presentation, you know what I'm saying? You want to bring what you got, but you don't want to expose your whole hand to the game. That's right. You want to let them know, you know what I'm saying, that you are capable, that you have the skills, you know what I'm saying, that you are a people person and you're willing to deal with the public. Let alone, you know what I'm saying, deal with your personal ties, things that happen in your history, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be able to step up to the game, you know what I'm saying, and recognize it is what
it's so crazy down here, dog. You know, I've been to other states, man. They enemies and they beef and all that shit. They blocks and parks away. Niggas we don't fuck with right down there, dog. Ain't even a whole block.
Nobody going.
Us, dirty. You heard me?
Nobody going.
This shit, man, it's crazy. This motherfucker crazy, dog. But my uncle told me a long time ago, if you can survive the loot, you can survive anywhere in the world, dirty. You heard me?
That makes St. Louis a slave state. I mean, just riding down Kings Highway and somebody who ain't even from the city, that's white from West County, won't even let you over.
Ain't that something?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what though? St. Louis been segregated so long. When I say segregated, everybody in St. Louis know where the blacks be, where the blacks stay, where the blacks can go, and where the blacks gon' go and get harassed. Everybody, white folks know it, we know it. It's like you raised and born in an attitude where this is where you belong. And this is where we belong.
From, you know what I'm saying, a good flavor or a bad flavor. But this is the history, man. Change, man. You know what I'm saying? Shackles. They ain't on your feet. They ain't cuffed on your hands, but mentally, man. You know what I'm saying? This was the last state to end slavery.
Trying to be strong, I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. They was like, well, look, this nigga needs to be took out in the back and shot. We can do this to you. You don't have any right. You see this? You're supposed to. You see, we can beat you. We'll take you out and kill you. So you've got a choice. You're gonna confess to something, or you're gonna die.
So in other words, you still got frustrated folks who ain't ready to end it. You know what I'm saying? You still got people frustrated on that whole level, ain't ready to end it. But it's abolished, but it's not over.
The situation on the radio is a perfect example to me because from what I understand, it was callers calling in saying what to do. Yeah. He just asked the question.
He just asked the question, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard that.
And that's what he do every morning, am I correct?
Right.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
said that he
Hey, it was some bullshit, dog. It was a simple questions like, you know what I'm saying? What police station you think pull people over the most and shit? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck y'all gonna get mad about that? If y'all do it, you do it.
It's to keep the niggas here in check, though.
It gotta be a movement, though, man. You see what I'm saying?
It's more than music.
You got 2 and 3 groups right here together. If you keep linking groups together, Link Entertainment was good. If you keep linking groups together, then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different hoods all of a sudden making money. You'll start seeing that pain go away. That pain will start going away when you start eating good, start living good. That's the only way that pain gonna go away. If I'm suffering on the streets, dang right I'm still gonna think about them over there had something to do with shooting my brother. Cause I'm still out here suffering.
Okay, Jacob's Ladder, basically me and Skibo was rolling anyway, just as road dogs. But we was a part of 2 different groups. You know, Skibo, Misery, I'm Apostle. So it didn't really make sense for both of us to roll on an everyday basis and not put that down. You know what I'm saying? So Skibo had the spot. I had a couple of beats I had got, you know, through the streets. Skibo spit something on his phone.
Find myself, look inside myself, soul searching on the quest for inner peace. That poor man's wealth. You know what I'm saying? That's basically it, you know what I'm saying? Just what you trying to find, you know what I'm saying? What you trying to get out of life, you know what I'm saying?
We started getting everybody involved then. Started getting Misery involved, started getting Apostle involved, so collaboration started happening. So it was just another grind, you know what I'm saying? Instead of everybody in their little corner or whatever.
Right to a fair trial. We believe we have a right to a phone call. We believe in these fundamental things. We believe this is what sets us apart from the rest of the world, what makes us American. So for these police officers to take this away from me, it was a shock to my system. I didn't know they could do that.
On October 26th, a man will be put to death. A man that by all of everything that we've seen, everything that's as far as the case and the facts of the case that have been presented, he'll be put to death unjustifiably. We'll call him Brother Marlon. And it was this morning that I heard him as we were working on getting this show together for you, and we were compelled to get out here and to cover the press conference that took place at St. Peter's Church. Here's some of that footage.
And he grabs a book and he's testing it for its weight. And I'm thinking to myself, I just know he's not about to hit me. And before I could get that thought in my head, wham, he hits me dead center on the top of my head. Like I said, they were professionals. They knew what to do, not to show bruisings on the face and on the...
The only part for me is the question for if someone should be killed or not only reserved for the unborn, or should everyone have that same right?
And I say no. I'm not going to confess. And they begin with the beatings again and again. At one point, they stand me up against the wall, and Pappas is punching me in my chest. They handcuff me to the table again. I'm afraid to fight them because I don't want to give them an excuse to kill me. If they can take away my rights, why can't they shoot me? Why can't they?
A lot of you know what year this happened in, 1991, correct? That year was a political year. The prostituting attorney was running for office against his boss, D. George Hayes. That was Nels Moss. And he did anything and everything to try to get that position. He was, as far as calling my son Charles Manson, one thing he did do, he said Martin was not on the bridge. That much he did say. But apparently the jury didn't hear it. And when he called my son Charles Manson, the judge wouldn't get away with it. I said to myself, this is not a very good deal here. The judge did not correct him, that it's going to go on, and it did. And it went into Reggie's criminal case as well, the next case after Martin, by being Charles Manson. How many Charles Mansons do we have? There was none. There was Martin Gray. He was the one that was on trial. It was too many inconsistencies in this whole ordeal. And that's why we're here today. We want to correct this stuff.
Counterproductive to what the goals they were trying to accomplish. So they concentrated on these thick, heavy books at the top of my head. And, if it was only 20 minutes, I'd like to think that I would have sustained and maintained myself, which I did. I maintained my innocence for an hour. I maintained my innocence for 2 hours. I maintained my innocence despite being beaten in this manner for 3 hours.
And said, quote, his clothes was tore off him. He had blood on him. He had some facial bruises and some swelling on his head. The injuries Reggie Clemens, his other black co-defendant, received during his questioning was so obvious, even days after he was questioned, that the judge at his arraignment, upon seeing Reggie, ordered Reggie transported to the Regional Medical Center emergency room for medical attention.
Our heart goes out to the mother of the Carey sisters. We haven't forgotten that 2 women lost their lives that night. We're not uncompassionate to that. Our heart goes out to them. We are praying that this woman gets the chance to know the truth about how her daughters died. She's been living 14 years with the misconception that her daughters were raped and murdered. That's a long time to be living under the illusion of falsehood. And it was the prosecutor's duty to get that woman the truth about how her children passed from this form to the next. And he didn't do it. Instead of giving this woman the truth, even though it implicated one of her family members, he chose to try to get elected.
This is happening, and it almost gives you a sense of helplessness, which is why we're out here. Because you realize that, honestly, man, I don't think we have rights. You be the judge. Do you really feel safe? Because we don't.
Okay. Already on my mission, man, fishing for some Benjamins. Intention is to get your man. Hoping I don't have to kill your man. will hesitate to pop that thing. All my niggas greasy and get a hair trigger when it come to figure. So dog, make this easy. You niggas is punks. You so pussy that you bleed every month. Grab the pump from the trunk and dump on them chumps. Heard a lot about the boy, he got some street cred. That's how a lot of niggas get found in the streets dead. You get no respect with your hoe on your set. Then after that, I'm in her bed getting some slow neck. She told me